July is heating up, and so are these SoFlo summer socials. Speaking of heating up, the 5th annual Smoke on the Water Barbecue Feast and Competition is doing just that. It starts today, right after the show at Esplanade Park in Fort Lauderdale. The event is free to attend and open to all ages. Enjoy live music, activities, and the opportunity to taste barbecued, smoked, and grilled flavors from some of South Florida's best pitmasters. For more information and VIP tickets, visit GoRiverWalk.com. Look, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's Concretocon! Friday, July 21st, Concrete Beach Brewery is honoring their favorite comic book heroes with 10 renamed Super Heroes. Gauntlet Comic Books will have a pop-up comic book shop, and winners of a video game competition win 2 tickets to SuperCon. For more information, fly over to concretebeachbrewery.com. Can't get enough of the 90s? Well, I double dare you to attend I Love the 90s Bar Crawl next Saturday in downtown Fort Lauderdale. Break out your neon windbreaker, fanny pack, and hammer pants for some good vibrations. Participating bars include Hemsherry Public House, Tarpon Bend, Bull Market, and more. For more information and tickets, go to eventbrite.com and search I Love the 90s. Now back to our peach of a chef, Chef Michelle Bernstein.
We are back to finish our crostata, which is in the oven, and start a new dish. But before that, I wanted to introduce Ray de la Osa. Hi, Chef.
Hello.
He is the chef here at the Aprons Cooking School in Plantation, and he runs this incredible school. What do you guys have coming up in July? Anything fun and different?
Yeah, we have a kids camp and teen camp coming up at the end of July and the beginning of August.
What kind of classes do you give to kids? Because
it's a 3-day kids camp.
Interested. Do you do 5-year-olds? Can I hand you my 5-year-old?
We're going to be starting to do that in the 4th quarter. So in December, we're going to have a Big Chef, Little Chef class.
Nice.
It's going to be nice. Mm-hmm.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you, and thank you for having us here.
Always an honor to have you.
We love being in your kitchen.
I love having you.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you.
Come back. I have crostata baking.
Will do.
All right, honey. So my last dish is a plum carpaccio. Finally, we're using plums today, and we have 2 different kinds of plums. And you basically just want to choose a nice juicy plum, not mushy, but juicy. And you just want to take, I've got this little, I use this knife for everything. We call him a little red, but this little $7 knife is one of the sharpest knives that I actually have, and it's serrated, and it works beautifully to cut little thin slices for what I like to call a carpaccio. And I have that all the way around the plate, and then I thought I'd use some black plums for the center of the plate, and again, just cutting nice and thin. And you know, you see carpaccio of a lot of different things. I've seen mushroom carpaccios, watermelon carpaccio, something I do a lot, but I've never actually used a stone fruit for a carpaccio. So when I started thinking stone fruit carpaccio, I guess I started thinking more of a Mediterranean type flavors, things that would go well with a salad. So I was thinking any nice bright wild green that you can get your hands on. We got wild arugula, which is really hard to find nowadays. You can use beet greens, which are the tops of the beets. So I'm just finishing up the carpaccio with the rest of the black plum right in the center. So I've got some candied pecans that we made, and it's basically just boiling them in some salted water, draining them, and then tossing them with either granulated or powdered sugar and frying them. I have blue cheese. I love crumbled blue cheese. I know a lot of people don't, but it's really delicious in this dish. Finally, I have some cured bacon, which is called pancetta. So pancetta, you can ask at the deli for them to slice it as thin as possible. You put it on a nice oiled or sprayed piece of parchment paper with another paper right on top, and then another cookie sheet sitting on top of that. And you bake that at a nice high temperature, like 400 degrees, and it gets really crispy. And the reason why you put 2 cookie sheets on it is so that it remains nice and flat and gets super, super crispy. It's how I cook my bacon at home as well. So look how this comes out. It's just beautiful, and it's good and crispy, crunchy like a potato chip. And we're going to use that on our carpaccio as well. So let's put all this together. We simply are using some oil and good aged balsamic vinegar. I didn't think I was needing to make much more than that. Just nice and clean, simple vinaigrette for this. So some really good extra virgin olive oil, as well as a drizzle around the plums. A little bit of this aged, it's not a glaze, it's aged, but If you like the glaze, you can use it. For me, it's a little bit sweet, but you can use regular balsamic if you wanted to as well. A bit of sea salt, and just give it a quick toss, and right in the center. And then you take all this other gorgeous stuff and you place it all around the peaches. We've got the candied pecan, and then finally this crispy pancetta, which I'll leave in the rounds, but I'm just going to kind of stick it in there to give it a little balance in texture, and of course, great amount of saltiness. And there you have it. That is our, what I think to be a beautiful plum carpaccio, a great starter salad, and that is just lovely. And let's take a look and see how our crostata is doing. So we definitely have ooze. I have one spot where it's oozed, but it makes it all the more worth it. And there you have our crostata, which I'm going to let it cool on this cookie sheet for a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and have it on a plate so when we come back and I can say goodbye to you, you can really see what it's going to look like. We'll see you in a minute. Look how beautiful our crostata, or galette of course, came out. I just added a little powdered sugar. And it smells delicious. I wish you were here. So that's our summer fruit SoFlo taste for another year. I hope I've given you some new ideas for this year's harvest. And remember, these fruits are sadly only ripe and juicy and here for a short while, so enjoy them while you can. Now you know how much I love ceviche. Well, next week I've invited my friend Sam Gorenstein from My Ceviche to make me some of his special ceviches. Join us then for some good taste. Now let's see what design expert Martin Amado has for us on SoFlo Home Project. Morning, Martin.
Hi, Michelle. Today we're experiencing beachfront living at its finest, I promise you. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, interior designer Jessica Boudreau from Boudreau Design Studio shows us what it took to design the ultimate getaway on Miami Beach. It's paradise in the sky. You don't want to miss it.
Thank you so much, Martin. So taste buds, I'll see you right here next Saturday morning or Sunday night if you're a night owl on SoFlo Taste. Have a great week. I love one-pot meals.